Hi there, this is Anu from Team Mummy Boys, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Generator tab in AI powered automated release notes app for Jira. So, to enable this feature, you have to navigate to Manage Apps from Jira Administration. Under the configurations for automated release notes, you will see this Allow release notes generation through AI option that needs to be enabled for one or more projects based on your requirements. Once this is enabled for a certain project, you will be able to see this generator tab. Secondly, generator tab is available only in project screen, meaning you have to navigate to the project, and from project left navigation you have to navigate to automated release notes app to see this generator tab. If you go to the cross project screen, meaning if you navigate to ARN app from the top menu here, you would not see the generator tab because it is only available in the in project screen. Now let us talk about the main feature here. You can either give a default prompt or custom prompt. You can decide whether you want to summarize or rephrase the content, what should be the tone of content here, how many words should be content be in, and the output language. You can select any of these languages. Now you have to select the input field from where AI should take the content or refer the content. We will talk about these two options, but let us first stick to use a Jira issue field. Now you have to select an output field. So I'm going to select description for public release notes, meaning system or the AI is going to look for the content in description as input, and it is going to create a new AI generated content based on your prompt and setting and store it in the selected output field. Now I'm going to add a JQL here. So let us say project equal to UCP and fixed version equal to version 2.0. So that's the version now I'm selecting here, right? The JQL is now validated. You can also decide whether you want to ignore the issues those do not have any description, any content in the description field, the empty description fields, issue is with empty description fields. Now I'm clicking on get release notes option here, get release notes suggestions, and you would notice there were 4 issues retrieved using this from this JQL, and it has provided the description from the input field and the suggestion based on that. So you can see in this particular description there was some background and the acceptance criteria as well, and from that content AI has generated this content, or the AI has created this suggestion for that particular issue's description. Now you can either modify that description if needed, or you can leave it aside, and you can choose the action whether you want to keep the existing content, meaning if there was any content in the output field, that will remain as it is. If you say use suggestion as it is, in that case AI suggested content will be replaced with the existing content in the input field you had selected, if there was any content at all. And if you say use content from my input, so if you have modified any input in the given suggestion, that will be stored in the output field here. So based on your requirement you can choose the relevant action. If you have like lot of issues here, like tens or hundreds of issues here, you can do this operation in bulk, where you can select a relevant option out of this. So I'm just going to say okay, use the suggestion as it is. When I select update choices, you would notice the choice column has now been updated, and now I can generate the content. If you want, you can send the email notification for updating this Jira issue You can send that notification in bulk for relevant stakeholders there, and then you can click on update Jira issues. Now, when I update this Jira issue, the content has been now updated in the output field. Let us check one of the Jira issue tab here. Now I'm navigating to the exact Jira issue, and you would notice this was the content, existing content in the description field, and this is the description for public release notes that was selected as the output field. Now the suggestions are updated here. So this way you can just take a look at the description, you can review that description, and after that you can utilize this, or you can pull this AI suggested content and publish it in your release notes. You can so whenever you are publishing your release notes using automated release notes app, you can add this particular, you can configure this field that we had used as output field to update the content. You can configure that field in your rule actions, and then you can publish this information, this content on your release notes, whether it be it a release page, release widget, any type of template that you are using like email, Confluence. There are 10 plus templates in ARN, so you can publish that content via those templates in automated release notes. So this is all about using using it for a Jira field, meaning storing your AI powered release notes in a Jira issue field. In any case, if you don't want to use the Jira issue field, because in many cases in large organization there is an approval flow for creating new custom field, or in some organization there are hundreds of fields that you need to configure your new custom field within the Jira, which might hamper other existing workflows. So in such a case, we have heard that customers don't want to create a new output field. In that case, you can prefer not to use a Jira issue field, and you can just simply use the Jira properties, where you can use the brief summary or this detailed description option, and utilizing these two options, system will store these AI suggestions in issue properties, and then you can configure these Jira issue properties while publishing the release notes. The only difference is that when you utilize the Jira issue properties, in that case the content will not be available right on the UI. You will directly fetch those issue properties in your release notes when you are publishing those release notes. Whereas when you utilize this use Jira field option, you can see that content, the AI generated content within the issue itself, and then you can review it if needed, and it is visible right on the UI for before actually publishing your release notes. I'm just going to talk about a bit on custom prompt. So as you can see, you can provide the custom prompt. Instead of selecting all the different fields, you can simply provide a prompt to AI based on what content or what suggestions you want for given input field, and based on that AI will generate the content for you. Rest of the things remain same. It's just that here you are giving a default prompt, here you are giving a custom prompt.